I sort of feel, Dean Lewis, like Los Angeles is a natural habitat for you, but that's because you're from a place where the coast and the climate and the energy all meet in a beautiful environment, right? Australia is a wonderful part of the world, and from it you've given us wonderful music, and you are our up next artist on Apple Music for the next month. And it's great to have you here in LA, man.
Man, thanks so much, and it's an honor to be chosen.
Do you feel like an Australian artist? Do you feel like it's played a huge, a role in your style and in what you do?
Yeah, I mean, there's actually it's a good amount of singer-songwriters from Australia, obviously Paul Kelly and stuff like that. I also relate to English music a lot as well.
You have this ability to be able to speak a language that people go through every single day. But right now you seem to be very comfortable in the simple truths.
Yeah.
And in the universal truths, which is, by the way, most people end up trying to achieve from the other way.
Yeah. Well, I was actually showing, S.G. Lewis?
Yeah.
I was showing him some songs, just some having a little listening thing. And he said that to me is you write very stories and they're very direct and it feels like you can picture it. And I said, for me, that's just been that's the sort of Springsteen thing. Do you know what I mean? That dancing in the dark. What's the line? Messages keep getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving around the place. I check my look in the mirror. I want to change my clothes, my hair, my face.
Correct. It's amazing.
It's amazing. And it's so direct and so just straight down the middle. I said to him, that's quite easy to do. And he was saying, no, it's actually quite difficult to do.
It's really, really hard to do. It's much easier to be a little more esoteric and abstract sometimes because you're hiding behind the reality of the situation. When you're writing a song like Waves or Be Alright, I'm sure you don't put yourself in the minds of millions of people because that would be disorientating, but somehow you seem to reach them. Yeah,
that's true. I mean, I always think I write from a selfish place. You write what sounds good. And is it real? Is there a part of it that's real? And that makes me react? Like if I hear it back and I listen to it 10 times in a row, which is rare, usually I'll be like, oh, it's terrible. But if there's one that you hear 10 times in a row and it's got all those elements, you go, there's something here. But it is a selfish thing. It's not like I'm doing it for other people. What happens afterwards when you get all the messages from fans, which I've been lucky enough to get, is you realize that it has an impact on people.
Yeah.
And that's the after effect. And it's sort of is the reason you do it afterwards, but at the start it's
selfish.
Totally selfish. Yeah.
Would you ever sing somebody else's song?
No,
Never.
No, couldn't do it.
Never. So it's a guiding principle for you.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, it totally is.
So if Julia Michaels came to you and she did a collaboration with Diane Warren and Quincy Jones and said only Dean Lewis can sing this song,
I think she'd be wouldn't even know my name.
Don't deflect like that, Dean. I'm too long in the tooth for that deflection.
Okay. Well, you know what? I don't want to do any features. I don't want to cheat, at least for the first album. I want to because the people I look up to, they sort of released their first album and did it on their own terms.
That's a really smart, and it's funny because I was talking to another artist, Billie Eilish, who was saying no features on the debut. I want it to be all about what I'm saying, and I don't want it to be like you say, cheating, that was only a hit because such and such was on that record.
Exactly. And also you sort of dilute who you are as an artist. And I know that I'm not people seem to know Be Alright, but they don't know me, and it's starting to marry up a little bit more and it's growing every day, but I really like that idea, and I think it's just been something that I've seen, and that's cool to know Billie Eilish is doing it too.
How many songs on the new album?
I was 12.
Out of how many to choose from?
Oh man, wow. I'd say about 100, over the course of 5 years, it's probably about 150 ideas. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out of that, let's be honest, probably about 40 songs that were good or at the level.
12 songs on the forthcoming album, and the album is called A Place We Knew. What is that place?
So I had this phone and I was on the plane and my battery died, and for the first time in my life, I think, plugged it into the the Qantas radio on the plane. Because it was in I don't remember, it was a news report, some guy talking about something. He said something like a place they'd been or a place, and I have this note in my phone. So I just started writing that down, and what I love in a name or an artwork is if I can find a sentence that tells a story in one sentence.
It's the art of songwriting.
It's gold, man. Absolutely. So I wrote A Place We Knew down. It was a place we know, a place we knew. And I was like, oh, wow. That just felt like the name. And it was also because I'd been writing these songs all around the world. It was in hotel rooms. It was in my apartment. A lot of them were in my apartment.
So it was all past tense.
All past tense. But the idea behind it was, the feeling when you're driving past a house you used to live in 2 years ago with your ex and you both moved on, and it's but that place is there. Someone else is in there.
Yeah.
All the memories there, but they've all gone.
Yeah.
And it's just weird, bittersweet moment. And I was like, that's A Place We Knew to me. And I want these songs to feel like that.
What it does is it sums up the yearning that you seem to be able to achieve at this point in your life. That idea of something bittersweet that no longer remains.
Yeah, which I try to put that into the songs, little stories that are usually related to, I guess, my past. Yeah.
What are your happy songs sounding like?
I wrote this one happy song called "A Place We Knew." I only called it "A Place We Knew" because there's a line in the song that goes, "Your heart is my home," and it doesn't actually say "A Place We Knew," but the song just felt right to call it that.
And it's on the album.
It's on the album.
So it's the title track.
It's the title track.
So it's a happy title track for an album full of yearning, bittersweet memories.
It is, but so I sort of finished the song and I was like, it's too happy, man.
Oh.
So I decided to make the second half a bit sad.
You saddened it up.
Saddened up a little bit, which actually ended up coming true because the story kind of played out that way in a way.
Oh, you manifest destiny, you
Well,
see?
it's just, time away. Like it was tough. I was away the whole time. I'm never there. And I'm living in hotel rooms and I'm like, it is a strange thing.
Strain on your relationships, tough.
It is,
that
it's
is the
tough.
sacrifice.
Super tough, yeah.
What are you most looking forward to this year? What's number one on the agenda?
Oh man, the album coming out.
How are you going to celebrate?
We're just talking about this. I sort of want to go home to Australia and just kind of be with my family and just kind of as it comes out.
Amazing.
You know what I mean? I know things are happening, around the world now, which is kind of cool, and especially being in America. But I don't know, something about being home.
Dean, we wish you all the best. We're really thrilled that you're here with us at Apple Music for the next month, doing all the things that come with up next.
Zane, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.